Good morning, everyone. So, today we are learning about a very useful topic and a very interesting topic in mathematics. This is a topic of class 10th NCERT, chapter number 5, and this is called AP. Okay, in short form, we call it AP. Now, what does AP stand for? AP stands for arithmetic progression. AP stand for arithmetic progression. Now, this is a very interesting topic. By the end of this lecture, you will understand what an AP is and how the terms of an AP we can recognize and we can solve the question around it. Okay. So now let us first understand about the arithmetic progression. What this really is. So arithmetic progression is nothing but a sequence of numbers. We see many types of numbers around us. What types of number does we see? We see many types of numbers, and certain numbers have a certain pattern in them. Okay, for example, let's talk about a girl. Let's say a girl joined her job a month ago. Okay, a girl name, we can say anything, a girl named A. Okay, a girl named A joined her job a month ago. She joined her job in the salary of rupees 8,000 per month. She joined 8,000 per month. So what money will she get after 1 month? She will get rupees 8,000. Okay. Now what money will she get after another month? She will get 8,000 again. So now how much money does she have? She has now rupees 16,000, right? And what money does she have after 3 months? After 3 months, she will have 24,000 rupees and then 32,000 rupees. So now, if we see these numbers, we will see a certain pattern. What pattern is there? The pattern is there is a fixed gap between two numbers. What gap is between 8,000 and 16,000? There is a gap of rupees 8,000, right? And what is the gap between 16,000 and 24,000? The gap is again 8,000. Now, what is the gap between 24,000 and 32,000? There is again a gap of rupees 8,000, right? So, we see a series, and what kind of series is this? This is a series where the each term each term have a definite gap between them, and the gap is a fixed number. You get it? The gap is a fixed number. Here is the gap of rupees 8,000 rupees. Now another example. Let's say a series of even numbers. If you write the even numbers, we will get 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on, right? So this is a series. So how can we say that this is a series, but is this a arithmetic progression? Is this an AP? Let's find out. This will be an AP if the gap between the two numbers will be same everywhere. So what is the gap between 2 and 4? Is 2. What is the gap between 4 and 6? Is 2. What is the gap between 6 and 8? Is 2. And the next number will be 10. What is the gap between 8 and 10? It is 2. So we will find there is a fixed gap between two numbers. And what is the fixed gap here? It is number 2. So in the first example, we saw the fixed gap of rupees 8,000, and in the second example, we saw a fixed gap of number 2. So this is a series which have a fixed gap between each terms. These are called terms. This first term, second term, third term, fourth term and so on. Between each term there is a fixed gap. If this kind of series we get, then we call this series is an arithmetic progression. This series is an arithmetic progression. So we understand what an arithmetic progression is. Arithmetic progression is a sequence of numbers in which the difference between any two consecutive terms is always the same. What I said, an arithmetic progression is a sequence in which the difference between two consecutive terms is same everywhere. For example, we saw 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. Here, the gap between two numbers is 2, and the gap is same everywhere, 2, 2, 2, 2, and so on. So we call this series is in arithmetic progression. This is an arithmetic progression. This is an AP. So we understand what an AP is. AP or arithmetic progression is a sequence of numbers in which the difference between two consecutive terms, the difference is between two consecutive terms. It's between 6 and 8, not in 6 and 10. Okay, we will not the we will not take the gap between 6 and 10 because these numbers are not consecutive. So consecutive numbers is what? Between 6 and 8, or 6, 8 or 10, or 4 or 6, or 2 or 4. Okay. So the difference between two consecutive terms is same everywhere. This series is called arithmetic progression. You got it? So now we understand what an AP is. Okay. So let's talk about some important terms of an AP. For example, we will again write an AP 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Here we saw the gap between them is 2. So the difference is called common difference. The difference which is same between every two consecutive terms is called common difference, and it is denoted by small d. Okay, it is denoted by small d and it is known as common difference. Now the first term, these are called terms: first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term. So the first term of an AP is denoted by small a. Okay, small a is what? First term, and the difference between every term is common difference, and it is denoted by small d. Now what is n? So let us write a is first term, but d is common difference, and how will we find d? We will find d by, if we subtract any two terms, if you subtract any two consecutive terms, like this is fourth term and this is third term. So if we subtract the third term of an AP from the fourth term, a4 minus a3, we will get d. So this is not the only way. We can subtract any two consecutive terms, like we can do a3 minus a2, we can also do a2 minus a1, we can also do a5 minus a4, we can do anything. Okay, so we can find the difference by just subtracting any two consecutive terms. Okay, so this is d. Now what is n? N is the term which we want to find. N is the term which we want to find. Like n is a what? This is a term of an AP. This is the term of an AP which we want to find, which we want, like if we want the 15th term of an AP, if we want, this is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and this will uh, so on, it will come the 15th term anywhere around here. Okay, so if we want to find the 15th term of this AP, then the number 15 will be called n. Okay, then the number 15 will be called n, and the number which will come in the 15th place, a number which will come in the 15th place, that will called an. Okay, an is what? Number at nth place, number at nth place. This will called an. For example, in this AP, the fourth term, the fourth term is 8. So what is the position of the term? The position is fourth. Position is fourth. So here n is 4. What is the position of the term? Position is, this is fourth position, first, second, third, fourth, fourth position. So n is 4. And what number comes at the fourth position? The number 8 is coming at the fourth position. So an will be 8. Do you understand what is the difference between n and an? N is the position of the term. Like first, it is if it is first term, second term, third, fourth, fifth, and an is the number that is coming on the position. Okay, that is coming on the position. Like the fourth position, 8 is coming on the fourth position. So n is 4 and an is 8. Okay, for this n is 5, and because this is fifth position, and what is coming on the fifth position? It is 10. So 10 is an. N is fifth and an is 10. So we understand the main terms which comes in an AP: A, D, N and an. Okay, A is the first term, D is the common difference. What is the common difference? Which remains the same throughout the AP. Okay, and what is the common difference? How can we find it? We can find the common difference by just subtracting two consecutive terms of an AP. Like for example, I have subtracted the third term of an AP from the fourth term, okay, of the same AP. Okay, what is the nth term? This is the position of a term. Okay, this is the position of a term which we want to find. If you want to find fourth term, if you want to find 15th term, if you want to find 100th term, then the n is 100. And what number will become the 100th term? What number will come at the place of 100th term? That will be called a. Okay. For example, fourth term, n is 4, and what is coming on the fourth position? It is 8. So an is 8. N is 4, an is 8. N is 5, an is 10. So these are the key terms of an AP: A, D, N and an. We understood A, N, D and an. Now this brings us to the general form of AP. This brings us to the general form of AP. What is the general form of AP? Now we understood what an AP is. For example, we took the example of 2, 4, 6, 8. First term of an AP is 2. What is the common difference? How can we find common difference? By just subtracting two terms. Like if you subtract 6 and 4, it will come 2. 8 and 6, 2. 4 minus 2, 2. The D is same. Okay. So D is same. So if we have only the first term, if we have only the first term and we have the D, how can we find the AP? We will find the AP by just adding the difference to every term. Okay, the first term is 2, If you add 2 plus 2, then it will come 4. If we add 2 again, it will become the third term. If we add 2 again, we will get the fourth term. So we are getting an AP by just adding the difference. We are getting an AP by just adding the difference to any term. Okay. So what is the first term? A. How we will find the second term? We will just add the difference. What is the difference? We will add the difference to the first term. So the second term will be A plus D, right? As we get 2 plus 2 4, we got the second term. Similarly, the first term here is A. So how can we find the second term? We will just simply add the D to the first term. So it will become A plus D. Now the second term is A plus D. How we will find the third term? We will add simply the D to the second term. The second term was A plus D, and we will add the difference again. Now, how will find the fourth term? We will add the D to the third term. Third term was A plus D, and again we add D. So this is how we find the fourth term. Now, if we just solve a little bit, we will get the first term is A, second term is A plus D, third term is A plus D is 2D, fourth term is A plus D is 3D. So this is the form that is known as the general form of AP. The general form of AP is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, and so on. This is known as the general term of an AP. And how can we find the general term? We have to just add the difference of the AP to every term. We added D to the first term, we got A plus D. Then we again added D, we got A plus 2D. Then we again added D, we got A plus 3D. And we will again add the D, and we will find the next terms of an AP. Okay, so this is known as the general term, general form of AP. Now, if we have to find an AP is given, okay, for example, 10, 20, 30, 40, this is an AP, right? This is an AP because the difference between them is same. This is difference of 10, difference of 10, difference of 10. So the D is, how much is D? 10. A is 10. A, what is A? A is first term. Now we have to find hundredth term. First term, second term, third term, fourth term, and so on. We have to find the hundredth term. So we are not going to write the AP full on to the hundredth term. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. This is not the way. So we have a formula to find the nth term. What is the formula? Nth term of an AP. We have a formula to find the nth term of an AP. Nth term means the term which we want to find. Here we want to find the hundredth term. So n will be 100. Okay. So what is the formula to the nth term of an AP? It is an equals to a plus n minus 1 into b. This is the formula to find the nth term of an AP. An equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now an is the term which will come at the hundredth place. This is the hundredth place, and the number which will come here, that will be called an. So we have to find the hundredth number. So the hundredth is the position of the number, and I told you before the position of the number is called n. So n is 100. Now if we put all the values in the formula, we will get an. What is a? An is the first term. First term was 10 plus n is the position of the number. What is the position? 100th term. So the 100 minus 1 into d is the difference. Difference is 10 again. So if we solve this, 10 plus 99 into 10. 10 plus 990. So 990 plus 10 is 1000. So the number 1000 will come here. So the hundredth term of this AP is 1000. So 1000 is AN and the position of the term 100 is N. Okay. So this is how we calculate any term of an AP. If we have the first term, the difference, so we can find any term. As we found the 100th term, we can also find the 50th term, 200th term, any term which we want to find. Okay. So this is the formula. So what we learned today? We learned that what an AP actually is. Okay. This AP arithmetic progression is a sequence in which the difference between two consecutive terms is same everywhere, like 2, 2, 2, 2, for example. Okay. Then we read about the important key terms of an AP like A, D, N and AN. A is the first term, D is the difference, common difference, N is the position of the term and AN is the number which will come on the position that we want to know. Then we learned about the general form of AP, which is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and so on. Then we learned about, then we solved an example. Here is the important formula that we learned. Nth term of an AP, which is AN equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. And then we solved an example. So this is the introductory class of arithmetic progression of class 10th. Okay. I hope you like the class. We will meet next time. Okay. Take care and thank you.